Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer 2 video. Today we're going to talk about the next DLC after the Warden and the Paunch. And yes, I'm going to drag the dead horse a little longer considering that there has been an apparent hint within the Warden and the Paunch DLC trailer. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm going to play the trailer video for the Warden and the Paunch in the background and let's see if you guys can catch it out. When the Warden and the Paunch trailer came out, I, like the rest of the Total War Warhammer community, started trying to analyze it as much as possible to find out a hint towards the next DLC. As far as we're aware, the next DLC after the Warden and the Paunch will be the last one in Total War Warhammer 2's cycle. And I will be honest that I spent way too much time that I'd like to admit watching that trailer over and over again. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything, so I started looking into the speculation route where we saw that it was confirmed that new vampire count locations have been added into the Mortal Empires. And seeing as the fact that the last cycle of DLC introduced some greenskin territory, which could be considered as foreshadowing considering the fact that we did get a greenskin DLC that is going to be released very soon, the educated guess could be that we'll get some form of vampire count content in the DLC after this coming one. From there, I looked at other possible factions, and I came to the conclusion that it most likely might be a Dwarf vs Skaven DLC with a Vampire Count FLC. Now, I understand that some people are rather sick of Skaven and Vampire Count content, but please bear with me just one second and let me explain something. The reason why we're getting so many Skaven and vampires is because in the established lore, over the thousands of years that the Warhammer has existed lore-wise, there is a lot of Skaven and vampires. The Skaven are almost pretty much done, to be honest, if they're just going by the 7th edition army book. All that remains are Thankful, who we know that we're not getting until game 3, Frot the Unclean, who would lead Clan Moulder, and right now that's the only major clan not playable, and Squeal Nortooth, who is a hero, basically. He's a legendary hero. I honestly hope they add him in, because unlike Frot, Squeal Nortooth actually got some stuff done on the tabletop. In regards to the vampire counts, however, well, we've barely scratched the surface. Currently, most, but not all of the Von Carstein bloodline is playable in Total War Warhammer. We also have 2 different Necromancers, and the Red Duke, who's unplayable, but he belongs to the Blood Dragon's bloodline. Now, the trailer's finished, and did you guys see it? Because honestly, I had this trailer on replay and I couldn't see it. It was actually a subscriber, TMarks400, who had to point it out to me. And here is the hint on screen now, which kinda solidifies my idea that it will be a Skaven DLC next. So there are some Skaven markings on the logo, as you can see right below the first M in Warhammer, with these markings only being featured once in another DLC logo, so it's not like it's been there for every single DLC content. The last time these Skaven icons were featured on a DLC logo was that of the Hunter and the Beast, and the DLC that came out after that was the Shadow and the Blade, a Skaven DLC. So it looks like I and the rest of the Warhammer community kinda missed out on that one. Honestly, really well done to Creative Assembly, they hit it really well. I guess they decided to use the same hint twice since nobody figured it out the first time. And yeah, I know people are gonna start commenting that they're fed up with Skaven, but like, just hear me out once again, yeah? If Clan Moulder is added in, this completes the cycle of the Skaven clans. Nothing will be left barring Thankful, which will probably be the White Dwarf exclusive for Game 3. Whereas the other races themselves have a lot more different characters, which could potentially work into a lot of cross-game DLC. The High Elves, the Dark Elves, and the Lizardmen have a lot of potential for cross-game DLC versus the Chaos Demons, for example. Well, we know of a few instances established in the lore, Valkyr the Bloody against the Dark Elves, Slanesh versus the High Elves, and the Lizardmen versus, well, every demon ever. It makes sense for a DLC of Skaven versus Dwarves, get one of the oldest rivalries in Warhammer history out of the way, before focusing on the other races, which would require a Game 3 race that hasn't been implemented because, well, no Game 3 yet. So it's better just to complete one full race now and work on the others with cross-game DLC. That also allows for more versatility in terms of content, so I'm assuming people would be more happier with this. The dwarfs themselves are pretty much complete too, so it would make sense just getting them out of the way. That's why I shipped the Skaven and the dwarfs together. Now in regards to the Vampire Count FLC, there's just so much, like I stated before, that every now and then an FLC Lord would probably be the best way to go to it. I'm not expecting a massively well-known lore character like Neferata, but probably someone lesser known, but still somewhat important. I've been working on a concept video for a possible Skaven v Dwarf and a Vampire Count DLC FLC combo, and if all goes to plan, that should come out tomorrow. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description link below are various social media links such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord, where you can get in contact with the Great Book team. Also in the description section below is an affiliate link with elements Tournament games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Purchasing using our special link and also using the special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. Honestly, it's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to our patrons, Gibraltar, LUSC and Ryan Bertsche, for subscribing to us at our Fane level. Honestly, you guys are super cool. And a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. Honestly, the channel has been growing a lot lately and it's all thanks to you guys. The Great Book would be nothing without your continued support, and we really can't thank you guys enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.